Welcome to my channel Database Solution. Hope you are doing very well. In this video we are going to learn about if statement in a Snowflake scripting. This is the fourth video on Snowflake scripting. If you do not watch previous video, you can watch from my channel Snowflake scripting playlist. So before going forward, I request you to please subscribe the channel and like this video if you find this video helpful. Now let's get a start and learn if statement in Snowflake scripting. If statement is used to construct the conditional logic, or you can say simple if statement can be used within Snowflake scripting to execute code conditionally. Syntax of if statement is here very simple. If, then in bracket we apply here conditional statement, then if this condition is true, execute this statement. Else if we apply here second condition, if this condition is true, then execute this statement. Then we apply again here else condition. If neither of these statement is true, then this statement is should be execute and end of the if block. So let's understand this syntax using example. Here we choose here simple example. First we declare variable v underscore number, which is number data type, and we assign initial value 6 to this variable, and within begin and end block, this is the anonymous block we use here. We apply here if statement. If v underscore number greater than equal to 5, this comparing value, and initial value is 6, here 6 is greater than equal to 5, this is true, then it should be written the number you enter is 5. Okay, so let's execute. You can see here this statement is true, then return this statement. Let us suppose we enter here 3 and execute now. Then you can see here null value return because this statement is not true, because 3 is not greater than 5. So let's use here else statement. So we declare variable again v underscore number, which is 3, and we apply here condition if v underscore number is greater than 5, then execute this statement. Else we again apply here condition. If this condition is false, then execute statement this statement. So let's see and execute this statement. You can see here is initial value 3, so this condition is not true, so execute this statement which assign value is less than 5. If you apply here for example 7, then it should be execute this statement, assign number is now greater than 5. Okay, now let's use if else statement. For example, we use here declare variable here v underscore marks, which is number data type, and we assign here value 50 initial to this v underscore marks. Okay, and we check here v underscore marks is between 90 to 100, then grade A. Else if v underscore marks is between 80 to 89, then grade V. And else if v underscore marks is 70 to 79, then grade C. And else if again v underscore marks is between 60 to 69, then return value grade D. If all these statement is not met, then return else statement grade is F, and end of the if block. So execute this statement. You can see here 50 is neither of these condition is met, so return else statement which is grade is F. So if I enter here 80, then 80 to 89, this is grade V. If we enter here 90, then grade A. And let us suppose we enter here 110, then it is also written here grade F. That is not true. So we use here nested if. Again we declare variable v underscore marks number data type and assign initial value 101, and we use here nested if. If it v underscore marks between 0 to 100, then execute this nested block, inner block, otherwise return grade should be between 0 to 100. Okay, so this condition is the same as this condition. So we apply here if statement v underscore marks between 90 to 100, then grade A, 80 to 89 grade V, 70 to 79 grade C, using else if statement, else grade F. So let's enter here 101 and see what is the value. it's execute here outer block. Grade should be between 0 to 100. Okay, grade should be between 0 to 100 because this number is not between 0 to 100. Okay, execute this statement. Now enter here 90, then this is grade A. If I enter here 70, then grade C. Let us suppose we enter here minus, then what should return? It should return this statement. Grade should be between 0 to 100. Okay, so now let's use if statement in select statement. So we declare variable v underscore c underscore account balance, which is number data type, and we begin here value select sum of c underscore amount from Snowflake sample database schema, this one tp ch underscore f1, and we use here customer table, and we use here sum of account balance and assign to this variable v as we declare here. And if here we check if account balance is greater than 1.5 million, then return yes, the account balance is greater than this amount, otherwise else no, account balance is less than 1.5 million. So execute this statement. You can see here yes, account balance is greater than this amount. Okay, if I uh, type here 00, no, account balance is less than this amount. Okay, I will put all this code used in this example to description box. You can copy from there and you can do practice. Okay, I also request you viewer to please subscribe the channel, and if you find this video helpful, then like this video. It is really helpful to grow the channel. Now let's use again here example using let statement to assign the value into variable. So we again here use here anonymous block begin. Let's declare variable using let command count and assign initial value to 1 in this variable, and if count is less than 0, then negative value, else if count is equal to 0, then return 0, else if these two condition is not met, then return positive value. So here is it should return positive value because count is equal to 1. Okay, if I execute, if I enter here negative 1, then negative value. If I enter here 0, then it should be 0. Okay, now let's see most important example. We declare variable x, which is number data type, and assign here initial value to 5 into x variable, and we declare again here y variable, which is number data type, and we do not assign any value to y. Okay, and we compare here using if statement. We x is does not equal to y because x is initial value 5 and y is initial value null, so it should return welcome to Snowflake. But if you have initial value null, then variable with null value always return null value. You can see if I execute this statement is returned because if initial value is null, then always return null value. Okay, solution of this to use here NVL function or if null function. So we again declare here variable x, which is number data type, assign initial value to 5 into x variable, and y, which is number data type, and we compare here value NVL x. If this is the null value, then assign to 0, and we compare value this x is not equal to y, and we again use here NVL function. Then now it's written Snowflake, welcome to Snowflake. Okay, let's see another example. We declare here variable x, which is number data type, y, which is number data type. We do not assign any initial value to x and y, and we compare here value. If in condition x is equal to y, then return equal to welcome, else if this condition is not true, then return this statement. Here is the initial value is null, then it should be return welcome, but it is not true. You can see here variable with null value always null. You can also check with double equal to, its expression is not true. So solution of this statement is to use here x is null and y is null, then return here welcome to this statement. Okay, if this condition is true. So if I execute this statement, you can see here welcome to Snowflake return if this statement is met. Okay, so that's all about in this video. In this video we learn about if statement in Snowflake scripting. In upcoming video we learn about case statement and case expression. So please subscribe the channel and like this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.